Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel Economics by Dipankar. So in today's video we are going to discuss JNU 2021 question paper which was asked in MA entrance for Eco. Okay, and this is for CESP, Center for Economic State and Planning. So all those who are planning to appear in 2022 entrance examination, please go and watch full video. And if you have not subscribed till now, please subscribe and so that you can receive all the updated videos and regarding your preparation. And if you need any help, do call us on our number 844 8878849. You can also WhatsApp us on this number for previous year question paper for JNU Economics, CESP and CITD both. Along with that, you can also ping us for DSE papers, South previous papers, CDS papers. CDS is Center for Development Studies, Hyderabad University papers, Pondicherry University papers, Jamia Millia Islamia, BHU. So we'll provide each and everything. So what we have planned is that we'll be discussing 10 questions in each video, and not only JNU, we'll be also covering other universities like Delhi School of Economics, Center for Development Studies, SAU papers. And if you face any difficulty, do let us know. So this is Ecom 216. 216 is the code for JNU MA Economics CESP. So this year, in 2021, a total of 100 questions were asked in CSP, and today we are going to discuss the first 10 questions. अब ये हो जाती है ना कि क्वेश्चंस को थोड़ा सा सॉल्व करके हम लोग देखेंगे कि किस तरीके से सॉल्व होगा. एंड अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट वी आर ऑल्सो प्लानिंग टू discuss how to solve the numerical problems, because many of the students who are calling us or messaging us, everyone has a common concern that yes, they are facing problem in solving the numerical part. The theoretical part is something which they can solve, but then numerical part they always get stuck. That's why we have planned to discuss each question one by one, and in separate videos we'll pick up the topics and we'll be discussing how to solve those questions. So this channel is going to be very effective in your preparation, so please subscribe us and WhatsApp us for any further information. So the question number one is the cost function of each firm in the industry in the long run is C is equal to QQ minus 10 Q square plus 35Q. Industry demand is 25001 minus 200P. Firms are maximizing profit, so you have to find the number of firms, or you can say N. N is the number of firms in the industry. So how to solve this question? So if we take stepwise, so first thing you need to do is you need to calculate. This is the total cost function. So you need to calculate average cost function, average total cost. The second step is that you need to calculate marginal cost. The third step is you need to equate ATC is equal to MC. Why? Because in the long run, ATC is equal to MC, and once you do this, you will get the price. Okay. No, once you do this, you will get the quantity demand, quantity produced by each firm. And once you solve this Q, you can place this in MC to get P. So this is your fourth step. And once you do this, you need to, once you get this P, in fifth step, you need to insert the value of P in this demand function. So you will get the total quantity demanded. So from the demand function, you will get a total quantity, and once you get a total quantity, you in step 6 total quantity and divided by produced by each firm, so you will get N. So let's see how this is done. So your C is QQ minus 10Q square plus 35Q. So Q by sorry C by Q, that is why we are doing this, for average cost is equal to Q square minus 10Q plus 35. Okay. Now coming to this step 2, we need to calculate the marginal cost. So for MC is equal to, we will have to take the derivative of c with respect to q. So if I simply write the final answer, so it is 3q square minus 10 into 2. Why this 2 will be multiplied by 10 into q plus 35. So this value is 3q square minus 20q plus 35. So the third step was we need to equate both these equations. So this equation and this equation. So q square minus 10 rq, I am writing this one, plus 35 is equal to this one. 3q square minus 20q plus 35. So we will this will get deducted. This is 20q and this is 10q. So this is 3q. So what we'll do is that we'll bring on the right hand side of the equation, and this 20q will go on the left hand side. So this is 20q minus 10q is equal to, since this is 3q square, this is q square, so the value will change once it is on the right hand side. So it will be twice q square. So 10q is equal to twice q square, or we can write 5q is equal to q square, or we get q is equal to 5. So this is the quantity which is being produced by each firm. This is not the total demand of the industry. This is the quantity which is being produced by each firm. The next thing that we need to do is that we need to put this value in, let's say, a marginal cost. So this is the marginal cost function. So what we do is 3, since this is 5 and this is q square, this will be 25 plus 20. So this is going, sorry, this is minus sign, 25 plus 35. So this is going to be 75 minus 100 plus, sorry, this is plus, so 35. So please remember that this sign are important, so you will not get answer. So this is 75 plus 35, 110 minus 10, 100. So MC is equal to 10, or we can say price is equal to 10. Now since we got this price, we need to insert in this one. So this is 2500 100 minus 200 into 10. So this is 2500 minus 2000, or we get 500. So this 500 is your total industry demand, and we know that each firm produces 5. So 500 by 5 is equal to 100. So this is a total number of forms. So I think yes, option number 1 is the correct answer. So this is how you are supposed to solve it. Okay. So you got answer for question number 1. Now we'll move to the second question. The second question is Cobb Douglas production function Q is equal to A L 1 by 2 K 1 by 2, and it says that the growth rates are 1%, 2%, and 3%. And for technology, so A is technology, L is labor, and K is capital. Find the growth rate of the economy. Or how to find the growth rate? So the formula for growth rate is delta Q by Q is equal to delta A by A plus delta L by L plus delta K by K. So this is what we get as the growth rate, you know. So this is the formula for growth rate. And if we look at the values, then this is, and the second thing is that what we need to put over here is uh, the power will come here, like if we take as alpha, this as beta, so it will be alpha, this will be as beta. This is basically your output elasticity of labor. So alpha is output elasticity of labor, beta is output elasticity of capital. So this is the formula for you total growth rate of the economy, where the terms like delta k by k is the growth rate of capital, delta l by l is the growth rate of labor. So simply inserting all the values, so the a doesn't have any power, so and we know delta a by a is given as 1, so this is 1 plus this is 2%, and we know alpha is half, so 1 by 2 into 2, okay, plus this is again half, 1 by 2, and this the capital grows by 3%, so this is 3 is equal to 1 plus, so this will cancel it out, so it will be 1 plus and 1.5, so it's 1.5, 2.5, 3.5. So growth rate of the economy is 3.5%. So this is the correct option, option number 2. So this is how we are supposed to solve the growth rate of the economy when the individual growth rates are given. Next question is Saksham and industrialist has 30 as capital. So they have given the value of capital and worker or labor. Total factor productivity is constant at 0.4. Output elasticity of labor is 0.3. Capital is 0.7. What will be the production function of Cobb-Douglas function? So basically, you need to find the exact what would be the function. So we know that CD function, like if we say Q is equal to A L to the power alpha, uh, again K to the power beta. So basically all the values has been given and you have to insert all the values. So we know Q is equal to, and A is given as constant at 0.4, so 0.4. L lever is your 25 units, so what we are going to do is 25 to the power, and output elasticity of lever is 0.3, so it will be 0.3. Again, a capital, the total units of capital is 30, so we'll write 30, and the capital elasticity is 0.7, so we'll write 0.7. So this is the production function in Cobb-Douglas form. So we need to find which one. No, this is not correct. This is not correct. This, yes. So this is 0.4 is your constant. Okay. So option number 4 is the correct answer. Okay. The next question is when Cobb-Douglas production function. So again, CD function is given in the form, and they have given the value of labor and capital as 100 and 100. Find PL. So this is your marginal productivity of labor. Marginal productivity of labor. So this is MPL. So the formula for finding MPL is you simply need to find a derivative of Q with respect to L. So this is dQ by dL. Okay, so you need to find the derivative of this one. So derivative of since 8 is constant and in multiplication, so we'll write 8. This is L and this is the power, so we'll write into 0.3, taking L 0.3 minus 1, and again since this is in multiplication we'll leave it as at constant, so K 0.7. So what are we going to get? 8 0.3, this is again this will be 0.3 minus 1, so I think this will be minus 0.7. So L 0 minus 0.7, K 0.7. So we can simply write it, and this is going to be your 8 into 0.3, so this is 2.4. And since this is again minus sign, so we can bring it in denominator. So this is K 0.7 and L 0. So we can simply write K by L 0.7. Again, now the next thing that we need to do is that we need to insert a value of k and l. Since k and l each are 100, so they will cancel it out. So it is going to be 2.4 100 by 100, 0 0.7. So it's again 100 by 100. So 1 into 0 0.7 is anything to any power to 1 is equal to 1. So our answer is going to be 2.4. So this is the marginal productivity of labor. So I think yes, option number 1, 2.4 is the correct answer. Next question again is when Cobb-Douglas production function has been given this is what a total factor productivity and when total factor, so A is 8, L is 25 and K is 64. Okay, so what we need to do over here is we need to simply insert all the values and we'll get, okay, Q. This is the question. Total, we need to find out the total production. So 8 into L is your 0 0.5. So L is 25 to the power 0 0.5. So this is 25 is 5. So for 25 we can write 5 square, right? So we will write 5 square to the power 0 0.5. So again power half. Again k is your 64. So for k 64 we can write 8 square. So this is going to be 8 square 2 by 2. Sorry, 1 by 2. So this will get cancelled. So it will be 8 into 5 into 8. So 8 5 64, 64 into 5 320. Okay, so 5 for of question number 5 320 is the correct answer. Again, this when Cobb-Douglas production function is given and all the values are also given, what we need to do is that we need to find the cost of total cost of production. So again, we need to do the same thing that we did in the previous question. So in question number 5, so what difference does it have? Okay, the only difference is that the elasticity of labor and capital are different, but this labor and capital are the value of unit of labor and capital are the same. So we need to do is 8 into 100 to the power 0 0.3, again into 100 to power 0 0.7. So when the bases are same, we can simply add these two up. So it will be 8. So 100 to the power 0 0.3 plus 0 0.7. So I think this is going to be 1. So it's 100 to the power 1 is equal to 100. So this is going to be 8 into 100 is equal to 800. So the cost of production. So the total cost of production with these units involved is 800. So okay, option 1, 800. So this is how we are going to solve any questions related to production function, cost function. So I think in the first 6 questions belong to your production function or production theory, whatever you want to call it. See, in JNU they ask a lot of numerical questions from microeconomics, so we need to be very sharp while solving them. Next, again, they are from macroeconomics. So they have started with the macroeconomics. The consumption function is C equal to 5 plus 0.6y. So 0.6 is your marginal propensity to consume. Or you can also say what amount of any increase in income will go into consumption, and they have given as investment function. So what we can say, we know that y we know that y is equal to c plus I. So we need to simply sum up all these the values of these two. So we know that c is equal to 5.5 plus 0.6y. So 5 plus 0.6y plus I is 200 minus 200r. 200 minus 50r. Sorry, not 200r. So we'll add 5 into this, and this is y equal to, or y equal to, this is going to be 0.6y plus 205 minus 50r. We need to solve this one. So this is going to be 0.4. Why? I will take this on the left hand side of the equation. So 0.6. So this is going to be y minus 0.6y. So it is going to y 1 minus 0.6, or we can say 0.4y. So this is what I have written over here, is equal to the remaining values on the right hand side is 205 minus 50 r. So what we can do, let me write over here. So y is equal to 205 minus 50 r by 0.4. So how do we do this? Okay, one thing that we do is that let's multiply both numerator and denominator by 5. Okay, so this is going to be 1010. Y is equal to 1010 minus this is going to 250r. 50r by this is going to be 2. So our value is 5 1 2, or we can say this is going to be this will be your 125r, and this is going to be 505. So 505 we are not getting anywhere as 505. C is option number 3 is 530.5 minus 125r. So is there any mistake that we have done? Our answer that we are getting is 505 minus 125r, y is equal to. So this is the value that we are getting. So anyways, this is how we are supposed to calculate it. Even if you are not getting the answer, one thing that you can do is you can solve this question on your own, and I think you will get the answer. So I think it will come somewhere around 512.5 hours. So basically this is going to be 1015 minus 1 to 20 250 r by 2. This is what we are supposed to get. So from where do we get this 5 extra? So see, this is the mistake that we did. This should be 5 into 5. This should be 25 and not 10, right? Okay, yeah. This is a mistake that I did. It should be 1025. So when I multiplied, this became 250, and 200 into 5, this should be 200 into 5 is 1000, and 5 should be 25, right? And this is simply I did as 2 twice. Okay, got it. So it is 1025 minus 250r by 2 equal to 512.5 minus 125r. Okay, so this is the correct answer. Okay, next again, what is given over here is they have given the consumption function, and they have given your investment function, and they have given government spending is equal to 20 is equal to tax. This is the investment, or you can this is a taxation, which are both the same. Okay, the only difference is that now they have not given y, but then they have given their disposable income. So one thing, one way to solve is that repeating the same method, and we can simply add 20 in the economy. So this is okay. Let's solve it by the same way. So let's ignore this yd and simply take it as y, because in this we'll at last whatever values that we get we'll simply add 20 and let's see what we get. So it's 15 plus 0.5 y plus taking this 150 minus 10r is equal to, or y is equal to, this is your 0.5. So let me do one thing, y minus 0.55. So taking this on the left hand side, so what we are getting, 15 plus 150, so 165 minus 10r. So this is 0.5 y is equal to 165 minus 10r, or we can say 1 by 2 y is equal to the same, or we can simply write y is equal to just multiplying this equation into 2. So this will solve the problem. Simply let me write this so it will be easier. So it's 165 into 2 is 330 minus 20 okay, and yes, we need to add this 20, so it's going to be plus 20 is equal to 350 minus 20r. So this is the equation for national income of y. Sorry, not this is the equation for your IS curve. So yeah, option 1. So again we have solved question number 8. Now let's turn to question number 9. When demand function is this one and supply function is this, find the LM curve. So what we need to do is that we need to equate both these two equations to get y. Okay, so we need to equate 0.5 y minus 50 r equal to 1000, or 0.5 y is equal to, we can take this on the right hand side, so it's going to be 1000 minus plus 10r, or we can say y is equal to, so basically what this 0.5 we can write it as 1 by 2 y, so this 2 will be multiplied over here, so it's going to be 2000 plus 20r. So this is the money, or we can say money supply function y n. So from what we saw last year was, since they increased the number of questions from 50 to 100, the questions became relatively very easy. Okay. Now they have asked about what is the thing that we need to calculate, net zone case in this case. Okay, the farmland is 2.5 acres and he calculates 4 times. So what is the net zone area? So net zone area is going to remain the same. So I think the correct answer is 2.5. Had there been gross zone area, so it would have been 2.5 into 4 is equal to 10 acres. Net zone area will remain the same. Okay. So we'll stop over here. So we have discussed 10 questions, and I want you to please go through each and every question, and please make a note of all those things, because I think again they are going to ask these questions. These are some of the very common questions to calculate IS curve, to calculate LM curve. To till now we have not discussed any of the questions regarding consumer theory. We are going to do that also. And if you face any problem, do let us know. We'll try to solve your issues. And if you like this video, please like the video. Like the video, subscribe the channel, and share among your friends also, so that they also get the benefit out of things that we are discussing over here. So, thank you and all the best.